Hi, thanks for coming and joining me today. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. When you subscribe, click the notifications bell and then you will know about my next video. Alright, let's get on with it. Here's the reading. Hello, this is Leeloo Jane and I am bringing you a earth check reading, and the energy for this earth check are coming from the Arcturians with the help and harmonious resonance of the Andromedans as well. And that what they said to me was it is a Arcturian soul song energy message. What that means is the energy of your heart and your soul, the energy that you are resonating with at your core, is the energy that allows you to connect with the message and receive the messages. In the pre-shuffle, I am using Archangel Power Tarot cards. And these 3 cards came out in the pre-shuffle, which were really lovely, so I'm showing them to you. The 3 of Raphael, which is about having reasons to celebrate. It's the 3 of Cups in the normal tarot community of friendship, happy announcements regarding relationships and children. That's, not every single one of those things necessarily, but they're the potential ideas you can get from that card coming through and the energy it's bringing with it. The Queen of Raphael, it has potential themes and messages to follow your heart, to love of home and family, and trustworthy psychic information. The part about this card is follow your heart and trustworthy psychic information. Not to say your family life isn't good, there's not a comment on it. But you are a person who loves your home and your family. It's in the Piscean energy, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Raphael. Piscean energy, and that is a woman, if in balance, a loving home, loving family, supporting everybody. A male can relate to these cards. It is the divine feminine aspect of the individual human being in loving, encompassing support and growing that beautiful energy for the family. Now that can be men or women, because we all have divine masculine and divine feminine, and this is a divine feminine energy, which if in balance in the male makes him a fabulous masculine. So 6 of Michael, it's a light at the end of the tunnel. This is a relief. Things are turning a corner. Things are starting to look good. Some good things are starting to happen, and you're starting to feel it. And it's possible that your natural, if you're not entangled with the outer world, you're not looking at concerning videos, hearing difficult stories, your base note of feeling might be, if you're sitting alone in the garden by yourself, good. You may feel good. This is what this energy is about. Your base note actually is everything's okay. You're chill. You're good. And that is what I'm getting from this. Yes, you deal with issues. Yes, the world has lots of dramatic storylines and all the rest of it, and you're not ignoring it because you are aware, but your base emotional feeling, your base note, your soul song note is it's good. And I think there's a lot of people like that at the moment. No matter what's going on in the world, their confidence in knowing themselves, the development of knowing their own mind, and the key codes that are falling into line within them because of the solar energy sending through light, which contains key code of DNA. Light contains that. Light from the sun, not light from a light bulb. Light from the energy from our sun. Our sun delivers the codes. So that energy is reparative for all beings on the planet. Animals, humans, plants, the earth herself. Okay, the soil, they said. The soil and the biome of this planet, the microorganisms in the soil, everything is being relieved of distressing energy. This is the message. Relieved of distressing energy, which has been infused into the ley lines of the planet all the different ley lines. There are different names for different types of ley lines, but I'm going to call them ley lines. These ley lines have been contaminated for hundreds of years with not nice. I'm not going to go into using words that are triggering for algorithms and all that business, but energy that is distressing and disturbing and off note. They said off note with the soul song energy of this planet and the humans and the animals. And because it's off note, it created imbalance, not feeling in synchronicity with the world. And it created that energy, and those energies were infused and put into the ley lines over and over and over in lots of important core places, nodes, energetic nodes where ley lines meet, power points on the ley line structure. Because that happened, the earth has been a difficult place to inhabit. It's been off-putting, off balance, just plain old off. This is off. In Australia, if you're watching from another country and you smell something, is this food any good? You smell it and you go, oh, that's a bit off. I think in England it's the same too. That smells off. Something's wrong. And that's what I'm talking about. So that's how it's been. And as humans, we've had to deal with a lot. We've had to come up against energetically on a subconscious, subtle level, interpreting life with that off energy that we had to work with. Because once it was through all the ley lines, the energy of ley lines is a river of energy, like veins, like energetic veins that run through, coursing all around the planet. These ley lines don't stay still. When energy is put into them, off it flows down the river of light energy. So it ends up spread everywhere, and it's the energy we resonate with. Our hearts resonate with the Schumann frequencies of the planet, with the energy of the planet. Even so much so that when astronauts leave the planet and they go too far from the planet, they can, after a little while, not too long, start to have heart problems because their heart, as humans, is synchronized with the rhythm of the Schumann resonance, which is in a rhythmic beat. And we are born of it, so we rhythmically are aligned to it. The rhythms of the planet are the rhythm of us. And they say the waters within you, your inner oceans of you, which is like 90-something% of your entire being is water. Water hosting this whole being coming together. That is in synchronicity with the other Earth, planets, magnetic processes of the planet, they said. And that is all of us in synchronicity with the planet. It's okay for people to talk about leaving the planet and going into space and being spacefaring and all the rest of it. The humanity would have to change a lot for that to happen, because we are born to be here. That's the being. We are a being of this planet. We're a part of the planet. We're born to support and harmonize and synchronize with our beautiful planet. We're not born to dislike her, hate her, be in fear of her, or want to rack off and leave her. We are a part of her. They said, abandonment is a really big problem that humans have been feeling the need to do for a while now, a good long while. And that's because of this messing with the ley lines, making the energies flowing through them disharmonious with the human, making existence here contrary to its natural state and difficult. Well, that's very interesting, isn't it? So what's happening now is the energy flowing through the ley lines is also being repaired, healed, the frequencies are being recalibrated by the sun's light coming through. It isn't just with solar flares. It is daily. It's a daily incremental dose, update, reconditioning, recoding, reparatively bringing the whole earth online with a harmonious, unified energy field around her, around us, bringing us all in unity together, and the energetic frequency of the core base note of the Mother Universal energy being that we are a part of, like little synaptic energy nodes that is all coming into line and into harmonic frequency. Sympathetic resonance. That's why we're called the sympathetic universe. Okay, not because you need sympathy. All right, 7 of Gabrielle was next to come out. Stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence. Claim your personal power. What a wonderful card, and it speaks for itself. And because we are now becoming more imbalanced within ourselves, not crippled, they're bringing me pictures of like a person from an ancient Greek fable movie, you know, this person who's been crippled and disenabled and has had to come up against all the difficulties to be the hero on the hero's journey. That's the sort of thing we've been. That's how we've been. Well, now we're coming into balance. Everything's lining up. Our central channel of energy, feeding through all our chakras, aligning them into a synchronicity of sharing energy. That's our personal ley line that runs through us. That is now coming into balance. All our chakras are taking in the energy, because chakras breathe energy in and out, just as the Earth's chakra centers do. She breathes energy in and out. She has her own chakra system. Now, they are coming into line just as she is. We're all doing it together. We support her, she supports us just by being here. And that's coming into line. The chakras are being naturally recalibrated into a harmonious frequency of cohesion and sympathetic resonance of what's this? It just keeps coming to me, this not dependence, coexistence and co-creation. My dogs are going to bark. Sorry about that. But they're downstairs and I'm upstairs. So I'm not going to leave you and run and tell them off. They'll stop. Okay. So that was a great card. So what a nice reading we've already got here. And it's a channeled message from the Arcturians with their heart song energy, coming to the earth, singing the heart song to the earth, helping to give this earth support through the heart song unifying field. That's beautiful. These are the 9th density Arcturians that come through, and the 6th density Andromedans who are coming through working with them. Okay, 4 of Ariel. When you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change. This is an interesting card. Extremes in how you save and spend money. Well, this is not just about money. It's about how we live in our material manifestation into the 3rd density. Now, by nature, we function from a 3rd density in the material world, in the conscious waking world, and we are 4th density in our subconscious and our dreams. Our emotions are 4th density. You can't see them, can you? They're not 3rd density. They're not touchy. They're there, though. We know they're there. They're 4th density. 5th density is the next level up. And then you have 6th density and 7th and 8th and 9th, and it goes on. So what this card has to offer us today is to talk about giving and receiving in balance. Now, one of the things about what we're going through now is you can relax, you'll let yourself into this natural state of self-acceptance, ease, and just being happy in the moment. And lots of that is really, really good. They said that's jolly good. They like those words. I say them, they said that to me. I say jolly good. They're using my language back to me there. So when you relax and you give yourself to the moment of cohesion and coherence with the world around you, that's the word. They was coherence. Coherence with the world around you. You give to the world, you give to the ley lines, you impart your presence and your energy essence with that ley line mixing, because they're everywhere. You will not be in a home anywhere on this world where there is not a ley line running through somewhere, and you will be coming in contact with it in some form. So by doing what's right for you as a fractal of the Earth's whole energy body, and an essence of it, a part of it, you infuse that energy into this world through the energetic field, into the ley lines, and all of that sort of thing. So it's a win-win. Win-win. Now, being resistant to change is something that some people are having, and even though they have the urge to feel relaxed and not worry, they feel like they should because they've been told there's lots of reasons to worry. I'm going to pick up the card. Yes. So the Knight of Ariel, trustworthy, understanding, devoted and funny. Yeah. So there is so much. So this is the coin. This is the coins in the tarot, right? So this is much. There's much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plans. Being watched over by someone. You are being watched over. You're being watched over by some very well evolved spiritual beings, groups. You got your always here and always ready and always supporting angels and archangels, guides, and you've got your Arcturians and your Andromedans, and there are other well-evolved groups that are in that confederation with them working together. No, I don't need to give them names because it doesn't matter, because we don't need to talk to them as a group and acknowledge them and label them and say we've got an anchor on this, we understand it, and this block goes there and this Lego block goes there and this Lego blocks, and now we've painted the picture and from a third density point of view. We don't need any of that. All we need to do is start to evolve ourselves into a different perspective and our own handle on the world that doesn't require us to anchor it down into third density for us to know it. We're not fourth, third density beings alone. We are expanding up into the fifth density. Time to think like an open, expanding concertina book. More pages to this book than just how we can read it only on a third density basis. And you can't read it only from a third density science basis because, just face it, it is missing some details. So make a wish. Dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. So this is talking about, I must have a little sip of tea, excuse me. This is talking about your fifth density mindset, your fifth density skill set, your fifth density aspect of you. Now, becoming fifth density is not about leaving your third, fourth density world. It is about opening your vision, your perception, and allowing yourself to comprehend more, see more, know more, and you become more. The concertina book starts to open up. You've got third density page, fourth density page, then there's a fifth density page and a sixth density page and seventh and eighth, ninth. So you're now opening up the book, and now the picture, if you have a concertina book, you open it out and every page becomes a long poster, like a frieze. They call them friezes on the wall, like a long picture, big sort of picture. It's a frieze. It's got lots of pictures on it and it's long and skinny. So as you open it up, now you start to see there's more to this scene than you thought. Now you see this is there, that's there, and now this aspect to it, which adds more to your comprehension. I think that's pretty clear. Okay. That's a nice earth check. All right. Six of Ariel, material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving and receiving with a grateful heart. So, yes. So the material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. So magic is simply something that you don't understand how it happened from a third density perspective. And we always class magical stuff as more like mysterious, mystical, fourth density stuff, really. Esoteric is like you got to really twist your brain, and is your brain actually physically wired to comprehend all those things? Well, your brain is changing configuration, and parts of your brain that haven't been working that much because your expectation was purely on the third density lens are changing and opening up and functioning more because your lens of view and the way you apply yourself is expanding and opening. The more you expand and open the way you apply yourself to your life, the way you choose to look without limitations, then the more of your brain becomes available to you to use. More of your perception and more of your mind space is allowed to expand. And the one giving you that power is yourself through the choice of how you want to view everything. So being open-minded, liberal-minded, allowing yourself to see that more than one thing can be right at the same time, because it's about perspective and all that sort of thing, and just not having strict, rigid rules to live by is the moment you start to loosen up and allow yourself to expand, and your concertina book opens. So the 6 of Ariel is about your needs physically in the material world start to manifest faster. They start to manifest really positively when you are really positive, when you are grateful and appreciative for what you have. That is a superpower, and that allows you to just let the world flow energy into your own mental perception of what can come to you. Gratitude, appreciation, just receiving with grace and happiness and not being picky. Don't look that gift horse in the mouth. That attitude of looking the gift horse in the mouth, criticizing everything, I must have a critical review because I'm so intelligent, that sort of stuff. That's just locking you up in an egocentric barrier that doesn't let you perceive more, grow more, and it blocks all your manifest flowing reality from coming toward you. Not because of anything else other than your lack of open-mindedness that you get less. Put yourself in a box and what you get is in the box. That's about it, really. Oh, barking dogs again. Okay. Being kind naturally is a fruitful event in your everyday. I'm going to say that. That's fruitful. That's manifestly profound and positive and enabling. Giving and receiving with a grateful heart. Yes, that's what we just said. Yes, yes. Not I deserve it heart. Not I won something from someone heart. Not I'm special so I should have it, or I deserve it because I'm just, me, and or none of that stuff. That is the box. Don't be in the box. Step out of the box. Just go free and easy. Thank you. When someone helps you, thank you. You don't have to argue. Don't have to be right all the time. All that sort of stuff. It's like, put yourself in a box every time we go there. And it's the mental culture that we've been entrained into taking on those mindsets. It's not that we chose it because we had all the options laid out in front of us and we decided that was the one we wanted. It's because the pressure of society puts you in that mindset. So don't be hard on yourself if you have had those habits. They are habits. They're entrained. That's about fitting in with everybody else who's doing it and sounding like you're intelligent, sounding legitimate, all those things. Just relax and don't give yourself a hard time. Okay. Decision. There's one decision I just said. Don't give yourself a hard time. Release yourself from that which holds you back. Those things I just said. You need to detox. You need to detox from them. Those entrained habits of behaving with the ego, from the head only, ignoring the heart. The concept that the heart is useless and not important, silly, that is one of those tricks of disempowerment that we have had played upon us. And it is a false train of thought, and it leads to the box. It doesn't let you outside the box. It keeps you in the box because you're not listening to yourself. You're using your mind only, thinking only with your mind, and therefore you're letting your thought train be guided by other people's views, what they'll allow you to think. Oh, thought police, what an unusual idea. Okay, decisions you make. Are they yours or are they everybody else's? Are they someone else's? Release yourself from that which holds you back. That is other people's confining viewpoints that make you conform. Not just general people. It's a societal pressure. It's a psychological profiling, psychological game that's played upon us all. We are highly managed. Okay, you need to detox, yes. Unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. Yes, we do worry if we have a lack of self-confidence, and the gut feeling you've got to not worry, you've got to trust it. Now, it's hard to trust it, isn't it? in these times, you're going through this transition where you're starting to realize, maybe, can I trust it? It's like walking forward and not knowing if there's quicksand in the next step you take. Page of Raphael, a new emotional situation. That's exactly it. That's what we're talking about, right? Now, if you haven't already, oops, I dropped it again. Oh, there's another card there I didn't even know came out. If I only found it then, that's because I'm only meant to find it now. That's its part in the story we're telling here, the message we're giving. So the new emotional situation, if it hasn't played out for you yet, if you aren't there yet, you're going to be. This is where you're getting informed. This is what you're dealing with. So the difficulty for you could be, the challenge could be that you feel like surrendering into the moment and saying, who cares about the worries of the world? And relaxing into that moment. But then you might feel guilty. You might feel that you should be worried. And this is the conditioning program. You can start to observe it and see what's happening. Do I feel guilty for letting go and not worrying about the world? Oh, what's that about? Do I feel pressure to worry? Do I feel pressure to worry about this or worry about that? Do I feel pressure to not have any fun or pleasure because someone else is working and I should be making myself as busy as I can so I can balance up with them and just work? Is that how you're feeling? Is that the pressure you're feeling? So what we have to do is let go of that energy and mindset, because that energy is hard energy. That energy holds you back. That energy stops you from admitting your true self, feeling yourself, thinking of yourself, understanding and acknowledging yourself. And gee whiz, what have you got if you haven't got yourself? You wouldn't even be here. Yourself is valid, right? Your heart is valid. Yourself is valid. Yourself is you. And if you didn't have yourself, you wouldn't be here. So we shouldn't let the world tell us that ourselves are not worthy of consideration or being listened to. And maybe yourself has some wisdom, if you can find it and hear it underneath all the noise of the programming that's been placed onto your brain, right? Okay, I think that's, yes. Get some intuitive insights rolling forward there. Okay, and this card's perfect for the finish now. Strength, right? Strength. So, yes, strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence and forgiveness. I think that's beautiful. So, yes, you do need strength to take the step to listen to yourself and say it's okay not to let myself get wound up in stress and concern, because that's responsibly responding to the dramas of the world. Like I'm taking it seriously. Like it's really, really serious. I'm not going to be frivolous, that sort of thing. Not really. What difference does it make for an hour or half an hour? What difference does it make to the way you do things? You still got to do your work. You're still doing your life. You're still doing this and that. You can still fix things. You can still help sort things out. You can still do good, great things, but you don't have to do it from a serious, earnest, the world is doomed energy. You can do it from a nice energy that it feels good. And that is where your strength comes, in having the strength to honestly say, no, this little butterfly flaps its wings this way. It's still flying, but we're flapping them this way. Okay, that's what that's about. That's your self-confidence. You need to get the strength together, trust yourself. Don't worry, the world's not going to fall apart if you're not earnestly, seriously worried about everything. And it's okay to be happy, to be free to just be you. There's something my guides say to me. They have said to me for so long at the beginning of every channeling, every conversation, when I sit and I have a little written chat with them at the end of the day or in the morning, the first thing they say to me is, oh, hello, dear one. You are free. They say it to me every single time. You are free. You can know if you're talking to guides and angels who are truly there to support you, because the first thing they're going to say to you, and if they don't say it at the beginning, they're going to fit it in there. They're going to say, you're free, just letting you know, you are free. You're not confined to this, that, and everything else. You're not bound to suffer, to sacrifice and all that stuff. And they tell me that all the time. They keep telling me. It's like, I was like, oh, you're telling me I'm free again. I'm like, clearly I didn't get the message. Actually, what's wonderful is lately they haven't been doing that. They haven't been telling me I'm free. I must be starting to get it. Isn't that good? That's how much you must be continuously working hard at it, staying in there, plugging along with what you need to do, because even though we verbally know the concept of we're free, the encoded and trained mental algorithms and behavioral patterns are not freeing. And we all have those in them. We all have to find our way past them, and that takes a bit of bravery, confidence and strength, because your ego wants to cling to them like they're scaffolds, like the world's lashing at you like waves and storms, and you're hanging on to the railing, so that's the way your ego is responding to the world. So in order to break away from that ego response of hanging on for dear life, you need to have the confidence to know this one thing: you are free. It's okay. You're not going to get washed away, all right? You're going to be okay. That's your strength to do that. That's your strength, okay? Yes, and forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for not doing it sooner. Forgive yourself for all the times when you've bashed yourself up. Forgive yourself for not being perfect. Forgive yourself if someone else criticizes you and finds fault with you and tells you you've done this and that because you were a vulnerable person, not perfect, just doing your best. Circumstances didn't go that way because you're not able to control all factors. You can only do your best. And under those constraints of all those programmings, those pressures, those confinements, those little box parameters, it's not easy to be the perfect person that Disney paints. And that's one of the things about those movies of perfect families and shows of perfect people, perfect families, all just perfectly doing the nice thing, not having hang-ups and problems. That is created as a contrast to what the pressure is being put on you to make you feel like you simply are a failure and you can't achieve what that is. Because that's the goal. That's the aim of every normal, perfect human. The contrast is created in a dualistic world like that to make you feel not achieving. To achieve those goals, all you have to do is let go. Just let go. That's it. Let go. Let go of all that. Just go, who cares? Just let go. Some people have crises in their life that push them to the point where they just go, I don't care anymore. I'm not going to swear. Look how good I am. The what I'm saying to you without using the strong language, just say, I don't care anymore. Who cares? I don't give a stuff. I don't care. At some time, you get pushed to that in your life. Events happen and push you to it. Now that's a liberating moment. But how much did you have to go through? What things had to happen? How many disconnects? How many disharmonies? How many things going wrong all at once to make you go, I don't care anymore. I'm going to sit down, watch a chick flick, eat chocolate, and ignore everything. If you're a woman. If you're a man, you might just sit down and have a beer. I don't know what blokes want to do. Watch some footy. That's what he'll do. So the point is, go and sit in the garden. That's what I do. I get out in the yard, in the garden, run down the paddock, do some manual labour outside in the natural world. Go, oh well. So everyone's got their thing, but when you do that, you correct the whole thing. No one can tell you that you're not good enough because life's hard, right? And it's the same for everyone. Doesn't matter how rich or poor or anything else they are, what gender they are. The reality is we're all we're all subject to the same adversities being thrown at us. So forgive us, forgive everyone else, forgive them, forgive us, forgive everyone. The sooner you do that, the sooner you're really relaxing back here and just going, yeah, I'm letting go. That's when you're really in control and you're free. All right? Doesn't mean you stop living. I think that's a nice message, isn't it? How lovely is that? Thank you so much. Thank you, Arcturians and Andromedans. That's just so wonderful. I hope you enjoy it. Take it on board. Listen to it again and again. If you feel down, whip this video out and get reminded you're free. Okay, that's your Earth check. Thanks for joining me. Please share this video and give us a thumbs up and subscribe. That'd be super nice. I don't bombard you with videos all the time. I've got a life to live, but I put them out when I can. So then the little notifications bell, if you click that, it'll come up and let you know that I've put a video out and you might like it. All right, thank you. Bye.